All right, guys, I am here. It is Devin, half of Dads and Dice, and I'm here for another solo stream. Today, I'm going to be bringing you guys Tawantinsuyu. This is a big, beefy, heavy tea game. So, if you're here, strap in for the long one. I would suspect probably going to take me in the neighborhood of 2.5 to 3 hours. Could be more, but that is just what my guess is. I have not played this one but one time solo, and that was a while ago. So I already see something I need to do on the board. But anyway, I know I'm going to have to look at the references a lot for this. But yeah, I'm going to switch it over and kind of get started here. So this is it. This is very sprawling. This is my arm stretched out, by the way. I'm gonna have to like get up to reach the back side of the board here. But yeah, this is Tawantinsuyu, the Incan Empire. The Incan Empire. So the goal of this game, well, like mini games, score the most victory points. But what we are trying to do is we've got these various colored workers, and we're going to be placing them on all of these many different symboled spots. And when you place a worker, you'll be doing the actions that are next to the symboled spots. So as I said, there are just a lot of symbols. Every action spot that you go onto is symbols. The actual actions that you can do are symbols. And so you'll have a hand of these god cards, excuse me, these god cards here. These are my starting god cards, and they will basically dictate where I can put workers out. So I'll place out workers. I will then, depending on how many, let's say I put, we'll just use these two green, you know, this green and this green, if they adjacently go through a action symbol, then it adds to the amount of actions you can do. Otherwise, guys can do a base of 1. And there are some special abilities. I got my little player, depending on the color. So like I happen to just start with a blue and a green, but then they, if you match it on the color, get an additional action. The yellow reduce the food cost, and I'll kind of get into what that is of placing. The white lets you take more of these god cards, and the red lets you draw these warrior cards. Anyway, so I'm going to be trying to basically collect resources and then turn them in to do various different things. I could be building buildings here, and there are 2 different types. These are passive buildings that always have an effect. These are income producing buildings or production buildings. You can build statues up there, which then give you, if you have a statue of a god card you play, you get that benefit, as well as you can turn them in to go up a number of steps up the temple. We can be using warrior cards to fight in wars out here, and yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. So you see the board. This is going to be my player area. These will go away. This was just kind of the setup stuff. Then this is basically the statues that you can get, the buildings you can get, the army cards you can get, the tapestries you can get, the god cards you can get, and then this area here is actually the solo player. Let me see if I can cheat it up just a little to see everything. Just do something like that. And you may notice this is a piece of paper. That is because it has been updated. The entire rule book has actually been updated. They didn't really change any rules as far as the game goes. They just kind of reworded things to make it more clear, because the rule book's pretty beefy and there were just some parts that weren't clear. But they did change the way one thing worked on here, and it was kind of how these war sections worked, and just make it easier, because it's not, they just tweaked it, I guess. They didn't totally change it, but made it easier to read. But yeah, so I'm going to play the game, placing out people, and I have these high priests here, and basically if I have to pay a food cost depending on really how far I'm placing them away from the high priest. So if you're going into this section, anywhere in front of it, you don't have to pay what's called a roaming cost. A roaming cost is when you kind of roam away from them. So if you roam one away from them, you pay 1 food, and then if you roam 2 away from them, you pay 3 food. That is correct. And then you also have to pay food to descend down the further away. So it's 2 food and then 5 food to go here. And you can have these steps and stuff to decrease that cost. But really, I think I'm just going to get into it because to me, that's always the easiest way to see it in action. So I randomly drawn, these are going to be my starting workers, and then I got a hand of 8 god cards, 5 of which I took for the resources, and 3 are going to be my starting ones. So I took this, which gave me a warrior card, then these all just gave me these resources, and these will actually all get shuffled back in here. And so the AI kind of works on its own little board here. So a lot of the symbols are the same, but they function slightly differently. But really this reference is pretty good. I may have to look at the rulebook from time to time. But ultimately, I think that should be good. And let me just, there we go. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna see where I can put everything so it's in shot. So this kind of just be my stuff. And you can only ever have a maximum of 2 workers at the end of your turn. So you can always get more workers, and I need to refill this, and I actually need to fill some spots on here. So since we're playing a 2-player game, there is a little spot that gets covered. I assumed in each of the sections. Yep. Okay, and so I am, the starting player. And so I really picked these, and I also got to pick where my high priest actually was. But I picked a lot of these based off the fact that I started with a green and a blue, and if you place the green and the blue onto a matching color, you get an additional action. And so I think I want to do that. I think I'm going to start with the blue, so I am going to play this card here. Now, the effect down here does not matter unless I happen to own the statue of it. So I'm going to put this over in the offer here, and you can just always pick up ones from the offer anytime you're drawing more god cards. I'm going to place this here, so I'm placing it onto the matching color. So I get to do 2 of these 3 actions here. And you have to do them as evenly as possible. So I cannot come collect stone twice, much as I would love to do that. I can only collect stone once. And then this action here lets you build steps. Steps cost 3. I obviously do not have 3, so I will be taking 3 potatoes. And so potatoes can be used for the cost of things, like up here. And they can also be used to pay the food cost when either roaming or descending. And corn works the same way. It can also be its individual cost, or it can be food. Gold is a wild resource, so you can use gold either if something specifically requires it, like if you see the big statues over there, or if in place of another resource. And I think that's it. So I did my 2 actions. So now it's over to them. And so how they're going to work is they kind of have like a priority of what they'll do. So the first thing they're always going to look at is if they can do one of the next 2 high priest actions. Anytime you move around this spot, you can move up to 2 spaces. That is me or them. And so they'll look at the next 2 and they'll see, okay, so for this one, do they have 4 plus corn? They have no corn, so they cannot do that. And then this one, do they have 3 or more building or army cards. They do not have that. So they, instead of doing that, they will look and see, do they have workers? They do have workers. If they didn't have workers, they would do kind of this no worker thing. They do have workers, so what we're going to do is we are going to roll this dice here, and it's a 2. And so they are going to turn in this God card, and I'm going to have to move some stuff. Let's put this here, just so I can tuck those earlier a little easier. So they're going to look to place, and you decide randomly, but from now on they will place their oldest worker. So we'll just put on top of the no worker action. They're going to look to place here, and they basically want the kind of lowest cost available to them. So what is this guy on that? No, I don't see this symbol in the first wedge. Oh, excuse me. They're going to look at like this, because that's where they are. And then because there's not one there, and it is the first, we're going to play 3 rounds. It's the first round. They'll kind of go out, and so they'll look at these 2 wedges, and I see that there is one here, so they will place that, and them matching stuff like that does not matter to them. It's just blocking spots. What they are going to do is they are going to do action number 2. So they are going to collect, and I forgot to give them their starting stuff. They start with 4 stone, 2 corn. It's about to have a real easy game. 1 gold, 1 army card face down in its hand, at the bottom of the board. Let's put it here. Not get it confused with all of my stuff. Okay. Somehow I skipped that step. Okay. So they get the army card face down. Okay. So they're going to do number 2. They are going to get 2 more stone. And then when they do an action, this will move by the number it is. So it will move there. They'll do this number 2, which build in its pre-section if it can, otherwise next section clockwise in a valid spot. Avoids building under yours if possible. Always builds the upper steps. Always prefers to build the upper steps if possible. So always prefer, sorry, I have to look. Because he already starts with a step, so I'm not sure if he's going to build here or if like he prefers an upper, and so he is going to build, if it can, Oxamama, build steps between the top and middle terrace in the section where its priest is, which it already has. Otherwise, move clockwise from there to find a valid spot. Okay, so it's going to move clockwise, so it's going to place it here. And it does have to pay the resources for this, so if it could not, it wouldn't. So it's going to spend 3 to place its steps right there. Receive usual rewards. So the rewards it gets are 2 food, 1 corn, and 4 points. It's already winning first turn of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now over to me. And that just was an interesting move. Also, at the end of your turn, you can... it did a 2. I should have finished its stuff. 1, 2. And then it is doing this, and it is going to take this worker here. And when it takes workers, it gets rewards based on the color. So it's like I get the rewards when I place them, and it gets them when it takes them. Okay. Now I've done everything. So now it's over to me. I was going to use this yellow guy. To go here. Because so when you place the yellow, if they are the first, you know, look at my player aid. You decrease the placement cost by 1. However, the steps are already doing this. So normally this would be a 2 cost placement for me. The steps are already doing that. I mean, I still could. But anyway, I was going to place here because I was thinking if I place my green here, I could build a building, and then this lets me produce with that building. But maybe I don't know, I still think I want to produce. So I could go here and get more potatoes. I have tons, and then I could build. And I was honestly interested in this because it gives me 3 potatoes. But there is something to building this because I have so many potatoes that it lets me get the god cards. I think I want to use this green to go here still. So I'm matching it to a green, so I get 2 actions. I can get more warriors because I don't necessarily need the food. You know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna build, so I'm gonna build this one, which costs a food and a stone. And then I'm going to look at 2 and draw 1. And they do the same. Let's put this discard over here. Okay, and then now I have the option of buying, so I can either spend food or corn. And you know what? I want to buy this for 1 potato. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, over to him. So he's gonna look, does he have 3 buildings or army cards not flip? No. Does he have 4 corn? No, close. So he is going to use his oldest worker I'm sorry, I should have seen what card. I think he just draws one. Sorry, again, this is my first time playing this in a very, very long time, so... Pretty positive he replaces the card. Oh, this was the card. I need to move it anyway. Discard it from the board and draw one from the top of the deck. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, so he's going to use the green worker. He is going to do number 2. So, dadgummit, I think he takes the least. Takes whichever he has the fewest. And I think you decide randomly if it is tied, which it is. So we'll do low numbers and high numbers. 1 low number, so he's going to take 2 corn. So something for me to think about. He is going to move to this spot next and donate up this temple track. So if I have at least 3 corn, I can copy that action. So something to think about. He initially, what did he roll? He rolled a 2. So he did this. This moves 1, 2. He is going to build a statue. He cannot afford the big statue because he only has 1 gold, so he will be building one of the small statues. And you roll this. Oh, I'm supposed to place this here. Draw another one, and I need to place his worker in a zigzag, which he has right here. Okay. 2, he is going to get this. So now if he does an action that matches this, he gets 5 victory points. Yes. Yes, positive. Put that guy there. Hopefully I remember. Which is not great for me because he has 2 of those. And I don't know if he ever gives up statues. I do. Sorry, again, I have to look here. Oh, yeah, he does. Of course he does. If he has a statue, he'll do it here. So he's actually going to do a couple things in a row. Okay. So, that was a 2. And then he just gets 2 victory points. Oops, it's him. That's me. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, I'm getting it. This is a bit rusty, but I'm getting it figured out. So, interesting. If I could get a green guy, which which I don't want to do right now, but if I could sink a green guy in one of these two spaces, you get 3 actions. Now that I see that, I can also put my blue guy here. I'd get 2 actions. No, I can't place my blue guy there. I forgot to use... I placed blue first, then I placed green. I forgot to use this card. So, when the 4th card, which is the one he just played, would be put into the offering, the others get shuffled in. So I can only do something with this. Okay. I want to... I have to go get cards. Whoops, that's not mine. Here in a second. So let's... I'm going to end up using his stairs, so he is going to get 1 victory point, but I think I'm going to go here. Yeah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to get 2 corn, because this is the first yellow in the area. I get 2 actions, so 2 corn, and I can produce one of my buildings. So we'll get 3 food, or 3 potatoes. I can buy another worker. But I actually might not, because I'm gonna need cards. So I could go get one of these green workers, which I kind of want to do. Yeah. So we're going to leave it at that. Okay, so for his turn, again, we check he doesn't have 3 of the flip buildings or cards, but he does have at least 4 corn. So he is going to do the High Priest action. So he will move 1, 2. And then he pays as much as he can afford. The cost is usual. So because he's the one that triggered the action, he can up to 3 times pay 2 corn to go up a step. So he will go up 2 steps. He does get the benefits. I have to see what happens. I think he ignores drawing a card. He will take 1 face down. I think face down. Yeah. Take 1 army card face down into its hand. And then what happens when... I think he ignores drawing a card. Okay, so whenever it would normally draw a card as an effect, it instead removes the oldest card and gains 1 victory point. Okay. So it is racing off to a great lead. Now I can choose to spend 3 corn to go up 1 step. And I think I want to do that. I realize now, like, I'm trying to get an exact symbol, and I'm going to draw randomly, so it's not looking great for that. So, but what else would I use this corn for right now? I mean, it cost me 1 food, but I could also get a zigzag with my blue. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend 3, go up 1. Oh, I get a card. I get a card, and what's the second thing I do? Oh, get a potato. Okay. So that is it for, oh, then he is going to draw 1 army card and discard 2 of these from the offering. Doesn't gain the points this time. I don't know if it's face up or face down. I actually don't know if it matters for him. I need to check. I have to, sorry, again, check. So it is face down. So he will want to flip those. So this guy is just going to be flying around the... the top track. But nothing I can do about that. Okay. So it did its stuff. Now it's me, and so instead of doing a normal action where I play a god card, or I could play this blue one here. Maybe I do that. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to do that. I'm going to use this card to play this blue one here, getting 2 stone, because I get 2 actions, so 2 stone, and I'm going to build this one for a stone and 2 food. And then I'm thinking I might come here. That's all I'm going to do for now. So now it's over to him. And so again, he's always going to look at this high priest. And so first is, does he have 2 face-up production buildings? He has none. Next, he's going to look, does he have a statue? He does have a statue. So he's going to come here, and he can, where is it? High priest actions, as much as it can afford. Oh, yeah. Cost as usual. I think he just sinks this in. So you can turn in your statues. Make sure I have this right. Can turn in a large statue to go 3 steps, or a small statue to go one step. You may not do more than one of each size. And then I could do one or the other, but I don't have any. So anyway, he's going to discard this from the game, and he is going to go up one more step. He is going to get a stone. And we scored this victory point here 3 times throughout the game. So once all of these are gone, we will have a festival and have some inter-game scoring. So I could react to this if I had a statue. I do not. What I am going to do is I'm going to do 2 secondary actions. The first being I'm going to take 2 cards. It's interesting because I could take this and I could use my second secondary action to grab this green guy. I'm going to take this one. Hang on. Maybe not. I am moving here. So I'm kind of away from everything. Just getting the red guy would be cool. I'm going to draw 1 from the top. I'm going to take this. Okay. So that was me taking 2, and then I moved my high priest. I can do these buildings. So all players may flip face down to get the benefits, and then because I'm the one that activated, I can flip one face up, either before or after the action. All mine are face up, so I have so much food, or so much potatoes. So I have 4 potatoes and a gold. I forgot, I can also spend gold. And then these go face down, and I'm going to use my ability to flip this face up. I can use gold instead to place something, instead of a card. And I don't think I'm going to buy a person right now, because I think I am going to... I was thinking I was going to conquest, but he will get to do sweet stuff too. Because he is going to go here. So maybe I do, I'm going to buy this for 1 food. Okay, over to him. So again, he's going to do another high priest action. He is going to, you wouldn't conquest because more soldiers than number of casualties of war. There's been no casualties of war, but he's going to do this one because he does have 3 face down cards. And so he can flip them. Whew. Those are great cards for him. Oh, It costs corn to flip them face up. I thought it cost potatoes. It's potatoes if you do it. That's okay. So I'm not flipping anything face up. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this card. He also should have, sorry, because he did this 3 times in a row. He should have another army card face up and then one face down because he'd get it after this, so. Okay, over to me. I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna put this white guy here. And what happens when I play them? I can take one from the offer or the top of the deck. And I can spend a food to gain an additional task. So I also can't play the one I just got. So I'm going to take one from the top. I will spend a food to do an additional task. I think I just get 2 stone. And I build a staircase. Yeah, I'm gonna build a staircase. It's just thinking about where. Do I just use it here? No, think about it. I could have used gold to flip this. It's probably not worth it. I really want to build one of these. If I went here, I could. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to build that stair there. And I get 2 food, corn, and 4 victory points. And then at the end of my turn, I am going to spend a potato to get that red. So what I'm thinking is, if I put that red here, he will get, actually I put it here. Oh, I could put it here, and he gets 3 actions. Oh no, if I put it here, he gets these 3 actions, which lets me put another staircase here. My problem is then to use, say, this one. I would need another stone. Well, let's see what he does. Okay, he's gonna look. Does he have enough corn? No. Does he have buildings? No. He does have a worker, so he's gonna roll 4. So he's gonna put that one in the offering. Get a new one. There's no number 4 here. There is a number 4 here. So he is going to build. I have to see how he builds. Build a random of the required type. So he's going to build a production building for 1 stone or 1 gold. He prefers space stone, so he has a stone. We'll go low numbers, high numbers, high numbers. So we put that there. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then no number 4 here. Okay. Back to my decision. I know he's not going to end the round is the thing. So I could do 2 secondary actions. I can draw more of these cards. I could take this blue, which I could put here. And really, the cost is only 3 food. I have plenty of food at the moment. So I would take the blue. And I mean, here's the other thing. I don't know if it's great. I could then just turn it in there. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do 2 secondary actions. One's going to be getting this blue. The other is going to be, I think you draw 2, keep 1. Well, I'm definitely keeping the one that has 2. Okay. And then I do not want to end the round just yet, because my goal is if I can build this, then I can turn it in and be way up here. That's what we're going to try to do. Looking at him, he doesn't have corn, or I think it's 2 production buildings. Yeah, does not have those. So he does, oh, he did not have a worker. His yellow worker was supposed to go on the squiggly line. There are 2 equal squiggly lines, so Lower, higher. Okay. So he has no worker, so he's going to recruit a random worker from the nomads. So 2, the yellow, which gives him a food and a point. Also, about to say it, when he gets 5 food, I will look it up, but he just gets like victory points for it. Discard up to 2 cards from the offering, getting 1 point each. Draws an army card and moves the high priest 1 spot clockwise, does not perform the action. Sorry. Again, let's see. There's something special that happens when he gets 5 food, because it's like, or 5 potatoes, because it's the one thing he doesn't use. He exchanges them for 5 points. Okay. Let's see. I was going to put the blue here. So I'm going to spin this one. And 3 food, because normally it costs 5 food to go down that far, but I have a set of stairs that reduced it by 2. It stinks because I need the gold. And I'd be 1. Yeah, we're gonna do this. So 3, so I put it on a blue, so I get 2 actions. I'm gonna get 2 stone, and then I'm gonna build a statue for 3 stone and 2 gold. And I'm gonna build a large statue. I also believe it should have gotten 3 points when it did this. Anyway, I'm gonna get 9 points. And then here's like what I'm thinking. I could get the statue that matches this symbol, and then go here. I wouldn't be able to. Do I do that? And then, I mean, all it is it's giving me 3 corn. It's not like it's like, ooh, so great. Oh, hey, what's up, Patrick? You've always been playing these heads down chunky. I do always be playing these. These are just the games I like, and I don't mind it. I don't mind at all. But appreciate you stopping in, jumping by. Sorry that I'm just now seeing your thing, but yes, this one has lots of symbols, lots of shapes. So if you missed what I did talked about in the beginning, like I can play. Well, I just played this one, this squiggly line here, and so you can put a worker on a squiggly line. There's a lot to it that I'm not going to re-explain, but basically you have to pay some food depending on where your high priest is and where he's going, and then you get to do actions around it. So I did this, and I'm doing this, and I'm deciding what big statue I'm going to make. I think I'm just going to make this one, because I'm probably just going to turn it in here very shortly. So let's do that. And then that's it for my turn. I could decide to buy this, trigger the end of the round, but I really think I want to turn this in, so I'm ahead of him on this at the end of the round. Ooh. I could turn this in. Now that is interesting. I could turn this in and I could get all the stone I need to then go here and build some more steps. Let's think about that. Okay, what is he doing? He does not have 2 production buildings. He does not have a statue. He does have a worker. So we're gonna roll. He's gonna do number 3. So he's gonna do this action right here. Placing his worker in the little target symbol. It looks cool. I'll rewatch from the start tonight. I'm gonna call, hey, no worries at all. Honestly, I think this game is very cool. It's just so symbol focused, right? So right now I'm looking for this symbol in this top ring, and it looks like there is one that is a space away like that, so he's going to place that there, and then he rolled a 3, so he is going to do everything that's number 3. This is collecting 3 potatoes. Doesn't have anything here. This is getting one of these. He's going to be great at doing the war stuff. I'm not great at doing the war stuff, so I think I want to do that as little as possible and let him just do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now if he rolls a 3 again, he can trigger the end of the round. And there's 2 sides that are 3, so it's 33% chance. Oh, and he just placed in the spot that I was wanting to go. So what do I do? Now I could go here, just turn in the statue. I could play the red here, but I don't really get any major effect. Actually, I get no real effect. There's also something to think about during the festival. I do have to pay for each card in my hand. I really didn't like him playing that symbol there, because I was about to do that. So where else can I place this? Way behind me here, which I don't really want to do. Here. Not good spots. Is it worth it for 3 coins? Corn. I could play it here. I could give up one of these for a wild. To build this. Man, what a decision. Honestly, I think I might just do my secondary actions. Secondary actions, turn this in. Yeah, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna do 2 secondary actions. The first gonna be here. I am, I can also take this card, which lets me get the stone I need to then actually build this guy. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna just turn this in for 3. 1, 2, 3. So I get 2 of these. Let's do this one. Either get a person from here, or 2 stone. Does this solve my dilemma? Let's get 2 stone. If I get another stone, I don't really mind putting the red guy there. Oh, I'm gonna be over here. Take this green and go here, I can produce that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this green. Yeah, final answer. And then do I want to trigger the end? I do, but I'm gonna have to do it next turn because I don't want to discard a guy. Okay, that is what I'm doing. So now it's over to him, and what is he doing? He does not have 2 of those. He doesn't have a statue. He has no workers, so he's gonna recruit a random worker from the nomad. So number 1, when he gets a green, he gets a corn. Next, he is going to discard these 2 cards, gaining 2 points. Next, he's going to draw an army card and move this 1 spot. So his next turn, he will definitely do this. Because you do that based on the number of casualties of war there are, and there are none. So this is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 food. It's 2, right? Yeah, 2 food. Let's go down the steps there with this. Why did I think I could do that with the green guy? Is it the card I discarded? No? What was I thinking? Maybe I just thought, oh, I'm taking a green guy, I can do that. Which is not the case. Dang it. I can only go here. Could discard this for a gold. And then place my green guy. Did I spend my 2 food? I think I did. So I could jam a green guy here. Let's do that. That'll cost 1 food because he's roaming. And this one. And it is connected to 3, so I get to do all 3 actions. So gaining 3 food, say food, potatoes, building, let's just build. Man, I keep getting so many potatoes. Do I do this building or this one that gets corn? Let's do the one that gets corn. And another one of these. Okay. That is it for me. He would definitely... See, he's definitely going to go here. Doing war. And then he's going to flip. So I think I am going to buy this for 1 potato. So I trigger the festival. I get 1 victory point for it. He gets another turn, and then we actually do the festival. So his turn is going to be going here. Now, I don't know what happens since there's not a casualty of war person to put over there. And I'm sorry again, I have to see. Mario, appreciate you jumping in. I actually don't really know what the expansion adds. Do you? I've only ever played it the base here. And I do think this is a really fun one. It's just so many symbols, and I was saying I have not played this in a while, so it's taking me a minute to get the things churning. Let me put it that way. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the placing a worker there. The conquest. You must select a warrior from either end of the village and placing the casualty of war. If the village is empty, select from the nomad instead. Okay, so you do always have to put one. So, oh, I need to see number 2. Okay, so he is doing this. So he is going to play all his army cards for free. Do I not? What do I have to pay to play my army cards? I should have known this. Oh, it cost all of that potatoes I thought I had. It's going to be gone. All right, he's playing on free. He's going to choose with the highest. He can basically afford anything. These 5s are the highest. The ones with skulls are the most. So 2, there's 3 skulls and 3 skulls. So it's going to be one of those. So we'll go lower or higher. If tied, region that's empty, they both are. One, it can take over fewer than 3 of its markers. Random, yeah, random. Going clockwise from below the village. Oh, so it's gonna go. It doesn't make sense. We're just gonna do, it's tied this way. Lower numbers, higher numbers. Oh, hang on, this is 7. This is what he wants to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but he can't. Okay, last time. So lower, so he is going to put one of his markers in here. That is gaining 2 bumps. That's not what I wanted him to gain. 2 of these. He didn't take that. He discards instead, gaining 1 point. And he just draws 1. He will always prefer to flip a 2, and then he will trash. He has to trash 3, so it's got to be these. Or kill. He has enough that he can do whatever he wants. Okay, it's me. I could do this and get 2 statues, but at the cost of 5 food. I hated that he passed me here on that move. Build a building. I have no tapestries. Can match with the card. You know what? We are about to do that, right? What is this? Take the top 2? Actually, let's see. Gain a free. Yeah, I bet it's taking the top 2. So, would give me an army card. I'm like debating doing this, but man, I'd have no food. I need to get food, which I could. Thing is, I wouldn't really be able to afford to flip them. I could flip 1 free, then I could produce. Could also just go get 11 victory points. probably not bad considering he will for sure take that. Yeah, maybe I do that. I can flip a 2. Could spin 4 corn. Or 4. Yeah. Yeah, because then I'm going to do these. I'm going to spin 3 cards. Okay, sorry. Final answer. I'm going to spin 3 cards. I'm destroying those. I flipped a 2 worth to place mine here. Because I know he can do that. And he'll instead just come here. Okay. So that's, oh, and then he gets the cheapest, which is one of these 3. So just do 1, 2, 3. Reroll a 4. So 1. He draw 2 cards. There's none to do, so he just sacrifices it. What am I doing? Okay, and then it's the beginning of my turn, so we have the festival. So it takes place 1 round after the village becomes empty. Yep. We all would get to do a merchant action. I have no tapestries, so that doesn't happen. We gain points for the temple. So I get 5 and he gets 7. 39. Score playing for the most in the conquest region equal to the number of casualties of war. So he controls 2 areas and there's 1 casualty of war, so he's getting 2. I have 1. It's just the most disc. Pay food for god cards in hand. Don't have that. Refill the village. 1, 2, 3. One more. Oh, and we draw cards. I did not want to be in first. I'd have gotten 2 cards. Oh well, I only get 1 card. And then I could discard it for this, but not doing that. Remove remaining buildings and refill the market. So, okay. And now it is round 2. Okay, took a little bit to remember what the heck I was doing. I have no idea what those symbols are. So Z04 and Z08. Z04, whenever you create a new match in Tapestry, receive it immediately. Makes sense. Number 8, when you trigger a purchase weaving task, draw 5 and discard 2. Oh, gotcha. You draw 5. Normally you draw 3 and start to purchase from there. Okay, and now it is over to me. I mean, I have a squiggly line and a red. He is going to go here and flip all his stuff. And it would cost me corn to flip all my stuff. I mean, I can move here. Flip what I have. I don't know. I'm gonna go down here, get corn to then purchase a weaving. Oh, this is not flip. I honestly think I'm just going to, oh, I have to put some people somewhere. Sorry, let me look here. Playing with 2 players and only during the first festival, place 1 worker randomly drawn from the bag on each space marked with a 2 in the middle terrace. So here and here and there and there and there. Okay. Does that change anything for me? No. Man, it feels bad, but I'm going to do this anyway. How I'm going to use this to put this red here, so it'll cost me 1 food for roaming. I'm about to get it back. I didn't get 3 actions because 1, 2, 3. So it'll be getting 6 food, or potatoes, I should say, and 2 stone. And then what happens when I have red touch? Take 1 adjacent worker. Take 1 adjacent worker other than a warrior. Oh, that's right. I didn't do that when I placed other red. That was a mistake. That's all right. Well, this yellow is the only thing adjacent. Okay. And draw 1 of these. I definitely played a red before, I think, but that's all right. So it's over to him. He is definitely going here because he has tons of these cards. And then he is going to, what is he doing? He's going to draw an army card and discard 2. Okay. You know what, last turn I should have considered going to war, because he would have What did he have? All of these were flipped. He had like one guy he could use. Oh well. Okay, so now I'm thinking I come here and I can flip these and then hope to get a yellow. Or I mean this symbol. Okay, no matter what, I'm drawing 2 cards. Build steps. If I stay here, build a building. No. Well, yeah. I don't know. If I don't move, man, the other would be drawing red cards. So I think I will move here. I can flip 1 free and then I can pay potato to flip this. Okay. And I'm not buying any because I already got 2 workers. So over to him. He cannot do either of these. He does have a worker, so he's doing number 4. Number 4 is this. He will use his that, and he will choose to build here or clockwise. And he gets all the rewards. And that is 5 potatoes, so he gets 5 points plus the 4 for plus the 4 for building the stairs. Okay. Oh, and this needs to go. He prefers this ring. Here. Okay. Okay. I will. Pay some food, get 2 corn. I don't know that I like that. Build another big guy. Maybe I build another statue. I'd have to discard these, which is like my only hesitation with it. Maybe I do it. Let's just do it. So I'm going to discard these for gold. And where was it? Here. I'm going to place this yellow. He'll get a victory point because I'm using his steps, and then that reduces cost by 2. This reduces it by 1, so I pay 2 potatoes. I'm doing 2 because it's the first in this section, so I'm going to get 2 of this, but I'm about to spend 3 and those 2 gold. I mean, I should definitely use this. Nope, that's the one I already got. Let's do a squiggly line. Yeah, let's just do this. And I get 9 points. 451. I hope that was right. I don't know. That seems like a lot. I'm really giving up on the casualty of war stuff. It's over to him. He doesn't have a worker, and he can't do either of these, so he's going to recruit a random nomad. Blue gives him a stone. What am I looking at? This. Discard 2, gaining 2 victory points. Draw an army card. Move 1 step, don't do the action. Okay. Do I do production? He's not going to do either of these. He will do this when it comes to it. If I do production, that puts me... Yeah, I'm going to do it. I am going to do production. So I'm going to produce with all of these. So let's get 4 potatoes, gold, and 3 corn. Then I can flip 1 back over. So my thought is I want to buy that blue and put it here. Let's see what I'm going to get, because I'm going to take 2 of these. Not the symbol I guessed at. If I buy the blue and I put it here, I do all 3. I think I want the corn flipped back up. Okay. That was it for me. Production, he is going to gain rewards of all face-up productions and flip them, so he will get 2 stone. Okay. I guess I really want to attempt to... Oh, hang on. Yeah. Maybe I want this gold instead. Because I can build another big guy. What's the corn going to do for me? Let me flip stuff. Let me buy tapestries. Yeah, we're going to do this one. We're banking on it. We're banking on scoring big during the end of round. Okay. What did he do? He just used this. Oh, now he is doing his action, which he cannot do either of those. So he's doing number 2. So this guy is going to go here. Number 2, he's going to get 2 more corn. He's on the corn space, so it's not like super beneficial for him right now. Except for now he's going to buy a tapestry. So when he triggers this, he buys 2 weavings if possible. Unique. Otherwise, it buys 1 weaving and gains 1 gold. When you trigger this action, it buys 1 weaving if it can fit it. So what he's going to look for is unique in the largest set. So I guess it still gets to look at 3. We're going to say it does, because I'm not really sure. So this is his starting one. Well, this is the only unique one. So, buys 2 if possible. Unique in the largest set. Doesn't have that. It only has 1. So otherwise it's going to buy 1 weaving and gain 1 gold. So it cost it 2 corn. I think it doesn't matter about the connections. Me, do I can buy 1 each for 2 corn. What was I going to use this corn for anyway? That's what I was just debating. So I think I'd do it. Let's do it. Let's buy this one for 2 corn. I was thinking... Oh, and at the end of my last turn, I'm sorry, I was supposed to buy this guy. Okay. What did it do? It did that. Now it does this, so it gets a nomad, which gives it a food and a point. What's up, Dennis? Sorry, been heads down. and just now looking up to see your message. But what's going on? Yeah, this is a massive board. I said at the beginning, like, this is my arm stretched out. I have to like actually get out of my chair to reach the corner spots. There is just a lot going on here. So I've been kind of slowly trudging through it. So if it rolls a 2 or a 3, it's gonna progress the timer there. Okay, over to me. I bought this blue because I wanted it to go here, right? Yeah. So I'm going to use this one. So you use your cards and your workers, and then because I'm putting this on a blue spot, it gets a +1 action because it matches with a blue. It gets a +1 action. So I get 3 actions. There are 3 actions around here. I have to do them all equally. So I get 3 potatoes. I get to trigger this, which is another potato and a gold. And I get to build just fine because I want to come down here. So do I do the weaving matching one? Do I do the give me corn one? I mean, after I build the statue, I'm gonna want to come here. I think I say forget the weavings because I am not doing good on that anyway, and I just do this. Because there's a play to go like here, here, and then produce them all and get to do stuff then. But I also can't like afford weavings without getting corn. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that was my 3 actions there. And then do I want to buy a guy? If I buy the blue from the bottom, it's going to cost me 3 food to get down there. Priest let me get random cards. This will let me get stuff too. I don't think. Take that back. I do think I'm gonna use this corn to buy this blue one. Okay, that's the end of my turn. Over to him. He does not have 2 production buildings. He has no statues. He does have a worker. So he is doing 3. So this is the first time we're doing this 3. So this is like their special thing. You can play without it. I played with it. I might regret it. But they get to build for free. And I think they build. What do they build? Builds a random of required type. I don't know what that means. Dang it. Construct one building for free. If Oxman has fewer than 2 face-up production buildings, it constructs random production building. Otherwise, it constructs a random passive building. So he does have fewer than 2. So we'll do left one and right. He's going to get the left one. Okay. That goes 3. 1, 2, 3. There's not a 3 in this row, and then he removes this. 1, 2, 3. Wait a second. Did I accidentally? Nope. Okay. White gives him. When he gets a God card, he actually removes the oldest. And gets a point. Okay. That is his turn. So I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna spend 3 food. This card. 2, 3. To put this here, there are 2 blue, so I can do 2. I'm going to get 2 stone, and then I'm going to build a statue, so it'll be 3 stone and 2 of those. I kind of want to play this, so let's get this guy. I don't know where I'm going to play it. We'll figure that out. Okay. And then do I want to buy? I don't think so. Unless I wanted a green. Does green help me anywhere? Cost a ton. You'd sink it here, but I don't think that does anything. Might just be putting the white here. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to buy one though. Well. If it rolls a 2, the next turn it's producing. Yeah, I'm not going to buy one right now. Okay, over to him. He can't do either of these actions. Does have a worker. He rolled a 1, so he's doing this one. And these 3 go away. Oh, they're actually supposed to be shuffled. Oh my goodness, I'm messing it all up. Okay, a 1, so he's going to gain 2 corn. It just goes there. He is going to build a one of these buildings. Oopsies. I hope that's where that was. Did I go down there? I must have. I definitely did. Okay. The one on the left. Cost him this. Okay. It goes there, and then that is all he does. This thing goes. He prefers the second terrace. I think this is the only spot here. Okay. What was this? This was out of the game. Okay. Now it's over to me. And I want to play this because I get the benefit. I think I'm just coming here with it. Am I getting a lot of food? Yeah, because I don't see many other spots I can do anything. I don't want to commit the war. He is... Yeah, I can't go there, ever. This spot is just not excellent. Well, let's do it. It's going to cost 1 food for roaming. I'm playing this one, which gives a food back, and I get a person out of the nomad. And then I'm getting 6 food, because I'm going to spend another food, so I'll take 5 food. I have way too much potatoes. Oh. Then when I played the white, I get to draw a random card. But what can I do with that? Build another building, but man, I don't think I need to. Maybe I just build and look at cards. Let's take a white out of the nomad. Okay. Now it's over to him. He does not have 2 production millions. He does not have that. He does not have a worker, so he's going to recruit a random nomad worker. Point number 3. There's also only 2 left. I don't actually know what happens if we can't refill up there. It might back-to-back trigger the end. I have to look at that here in a second. Actually, I'm gonna look at that right now. Sorry. Yeah, you just place the rare. It is possible for no workers to remain in the bag. In this case, immediately trigger the next festival. The same person who triggered. Ooh, I only have 2 workers left in this bag. So if I put these in here before, this guy's coming over here, by the way. He discards one of these, the left. He gets a point. If I put these out here, we'll have back-to-back festivals. It might be close to the end of the game right now. Which may not be bad for me. How can I make this happen? I need to start buying up people so this ends soon. And I'm gonna think about that. He's doing 3. He's getting 2 more corn. 2, 3. And he's recruiting a nomad. Oh golly, that was terrible. I know those were there though, 2. Okay. So there's only 1 more worker here. So I want to trigger the festival after this worker is gone. How can I do that? If we have back-to-back, did he just place something? I think I placed it on a V. What gave him this white? Oh, he didn't have a worker. So he took from the nomad. Oh, he took from the nomad. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So he needs to do this, gaining his victory points. I think he didn't have a worker. Draw this. Oh, and he's going to move this. So he's about to do this. Okay. That's not bad because he will remove that. Let me think about this. I want to trigger back-to-back festivals. So when I do my priest action, I think I'm going to do 2 priest actions. Right now I'm going to sacrifice both these, take a nomad. He's going to do this. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, okay. So I know I'm doing a lot of rambling of what I'm doing here, but this is what I'm thinking. I know there's 2 left here. I don't want him to go much longer in the game. So I'm going to, and I don't think there's much I can do to score points right now besides going up this temple track because all I got's food. So I would have to like do a lot of gathering and stuff. And he's going to get a decent chunk of points when he goes to one of these. Actually, he's going to come here, get gold. No, he's going to come here. Oh, that's all the more reason why I want to, because I do not want him turning in any of those. So I'm going to do my secondary actions. The first is going to be, oh, I can only turn in 1 of each. I forgot about that. I'm pretty positive that's it. Active player may discard one blank to advance 3 steps on the temple and or one small. I think it is what it is. I can only discard one. So I'm going to discard this one, going up 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. I get to take a God card. I get 2 of these, or 1 of these. And I'm going to take 1 of these. Not that I think I'm going to do anything, but let's just take that one. Okay. Okay. He has none to give. Now it's his turn. He will come because to decide if he's going to be here is if he has more soldiers available, which he has 10,000, than the number of casualties of war. He is going to do a casualty of war. Since I don't know off the top of my head which one, he's just going to do big small. So this one. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He does whatever the most is, which will be this one, this 7. He prefers to flip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Puts 1 of his tokens here. He gets 2 statues. I think we'll look at this. 4. I don't think he can have 2 of the same. We're gonna pick a different one. Okay. Okay. Now I can do a combat. Oh, and then he gets to a second combat. He does whatever's the least. 1 flip, 1 flip. So small. Comes over here and gets 2 points. Now I can do 1. I just have to pay food for each person. I have plenty of people, so that's not a problem. That's the top tapestry. If I kill him, it's this. Staircase. My tapestry scoring is terrible, so I don't know why I'm looking at it here, but yeah, best I'm going from 1 point to 6 points. That's 5 points. If I build a staircase, I can get 6 points. If I go there, I can get 4 points. And if I go there, if I go here, if I go there, I stop him from winning the area. So I'm gonna spend 3, kill all these warriors to put my token here. And I can build a staircase. I'll build this one. I get all that stuff. And since I have the top staircase, I get an additional 2 points. So 6 points. 6. Okay. That was his. This what does he do after that? He draws an army card. And he discards 2 if there was in the God Offering. Now it's me. Oh, this should refill. There is 1 here. So, first thing I want to do is I'm just going to move here because I'm about to trigger the end. So 1, 2. I can flip 1 building free, and I can pay this to flip another, and that's fine because they'll just work 2 points each if they're face up. My second action, I'm just going to take 1 of these. I will have to discard down, but that's okay. And that refills. And then at the end of my turn, yep, because you refill the nomads when recruiting. Yep. At the end of my turn, I'm going to buy this guy for 1 food. And again, I just have to discard it. It doesn't matter. I don't have any more turns. I get this, which now we do the festival scoring. Let me make sure I did the right. He went here because it was the most. I actually think this would have gone here because it was an empty region. But no, it was the least, so it would have been this. One I can take over. At the time, it already owned that, so yeah, that is where it would have gone. Okay, just want to make sure that was right. Okay, so we do this. So he gets 1 last turn. His turn is going to be as simple as coming here and flipping all of these. Let me think about that. If I knew... No, because I need to buy the nomad. Yeah. Yeah. Flipping all of these over. Then he does his... draw an army card and move the high priest 1 spot clock wall. Oh, no. Discard 2. There's none there. I have nothing to flip. And then we do our scoring. I get 2 points because I was the one that triggered the festival. We do our festival scoring. So you can do the village action. I get a card. Gain rewards from the temple, so I get 11. He gets 7. I think I was supposed to get this stuff too. I don't know if I did or not. I definitely didn't get the gold. Score for conquest. Rightmost breaks ties, so he will win 2 regions, each worth 2 points. So 4, and I win 1. I have to pay 2 of these for God cards in my hand. Refill the village, but I can't. We're gonna draw cards. I am ahead, so I get 1. He doesn't draw or discard any there. And we refill the market, but because I can't refill the village, it's automatically empty, and we go to the next festival. The person that has this keeps it, so I get 4 points. Yeah, and then we do all that scoring again. I don't think these cards matter to me, but I'll take 1. So do that, do the temple track, which is 11, going to 87. He goes 7, 77. He gets 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 2. 1, 2. And then I pay 2 more for these, 3 more for these cards in my hand. And then that's it. We skip everything else. And now we just go to in-game scoring. So, in-game scoring, if you made these top steps, which neither of us did, based on your tapestries, I get 1 point. Score, building cards, cards and workers. So face up here is 2 points, so each, so that's 8. 1 point for each of these in my hand, and these, so I do get 5 points. Gold and people. I have 2 people. Okay, his end game scoring. Let's see here. Before scoring, he takes a final rejuvenate. Oh, makes sense. If he has any remaining statues, it also takes a final worship. I can't follow it. So he can only do 1 of each kind, so he actually goes up 1 more at the end, which doesn't help him. I guess it would have helped him up there. He has no guard cards in his hand. The rest is as the standard rule. So he would get, his tapestry is 1. He's got 3 face-up buildings. And no guide cards in hand. Oh, he does get a lot here. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 99. Ooh. Gold. 3. Worker. I don't think this is his. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. That's it. That's good, because even if this worker was questionably his, I'm not exactly sure. He didn't quite get me. And that's it. I know that was a lot. This game is a lot. That was a really odd ending to it, because I guess we both just took a whole bunch of nomads. So, I haven't played this game in a long time. I honestly feel like that was not exactly correct. Maybe. Normally I just get so many more tapestries. Messing up on this, whoops, was kind of bad. I probably should have, I don't know what my last couple moves were, but like gone around this a couple more times to dump this. Right, because that would have been the difference of at least 8 points if it was in, if we somehow made a 3rd round, but 16 otherwise. Yeah, that was it. That was the game. I enjoyed it. This is one, there's so many symbols, and not knowing the game super well, it's hard to run the bot, because the bot also has the symbols, but they work a little bit differently, right? Like, so most, I guess, work the same, but still it's, I don't know. It's a lot of symbols to know. So I've only ever played this solo, and I really want to play this multiplayer. Convincing Paul, that's the harder part. But I don't know. I think I would have a good grasp once I played it multiplayer, and I could just focus on my game. Because this is not like, I'm going to compare it to Garfield, because I play a lot of Garfield games. It's not a Garfield bot that is like, oh, flip card, do this one step. Their turns are very involved, right? It's you do this. If you can't, you do this. No, it's you do this. If you can't, you check to see if you have workers. If you don't have workers, you do this. If you do have workers, you roll the dice and then you do this section here. It's a lot, and then when they get workers, it's different than when I get workers, right? I just get the workers. I get an effect when I place them. They get an effect when they actually grab the workers. So there's a chance I did something wrong. If so, okay. I'm not gonna be upset about it because I haven't played the game enough to know it thoroughly. I just want to play it some more. But yeah, it was an interesting one. I don't know. The last time I played, I know I got a ton of tapestry cards and a lot of points. So if you max out your tapestry, it is 21 points. And I want to say I had like 1.5 tapestries or something like that. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. But yeah. And then like you get to trigger all the connections. This one, I don't know. Just felt different. I felt like, I built 3 of the big statues for 27 of my points. I also think I forgot to get at least my gold here. I probably got the card. I don't really remember. I had to have gotten these cards because I got 2. Yeah, because I got 2 for the festivals, and then 1 would have been drawn here. Well, that's a lie because I'm only holding 2. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. That was the game. Appreciate you guys for watching. I didn't realize I was half cut off this whole time. That's okay. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. I know it was a long one. I know it was a heads down one. I know it was me talking about what is hard to follow gameplay. But like I've always said, I just enjoy doing this on these Wednesdays, getting to play the games that I want to play. So I appreciate you guys joining in on it. That's all I've got. If you're here and you are watching this, look out for our next couple streams. So we have Paul doing a solo, I think it said White Castle, but I'm honestly not going to, don't quote me on that, but he's doing a solo stream on Friday. Doesn't matter what the game is, you should definitely check it out. And then it should be Monday. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but it should be Monday that he is doing his what's new in our collection. And well, stick around and find out because there's a decent amount new in our collection. And then next week I will be here with what I believe is Watch. Yeah, it's Watch. An interesting game Paul and I once streamed. It has a solo mode. It should not be, for all of you guys saying Devin likes to do the big board, heads down, crunchy stuff. It should not be that. So stick around for that one because I bet it will be a quick stream. And then we'll be back. No, Paul will do another solo. So Paul and I have a busy month this month, or I do. So not able to get together on Fridays for a little bit. So Paul is carrying on solo. So definitely make sure you're checking those out. That's all I've got. Appreciate it as always. Please like, comment, and subscribe. All those things help us, help our channel grow. We'll see you on the next one.